Hello and welcome. In today's video I will be demonstrating the new version 2.8, the profile system and the joystick updates. So as you can see here we have the profiles which begin from beginner, intermediate and advanced. So when you press on it, it immediately switches to that profile and you're free to change it as however you want, and it's gonna be applied immediately. So yep, that's that. Now in the keyboard section nothing changed, but if you switch to joystick, as you can see here, I have changed the axis name. Also I provided my settings input manager in the settings folder, which you navigate here, and as you can see this is mine, and you can change yours by going into the Unity project folder, into the assets, not the assets, the project itself. Go to project settings and just replace this piece of file with mine I provided, and you will have the same settings as me. So if you can see here, we have a new boolean which is called analog movement up or down. This is if you want to move your drone via joystick buttons, use these, and if you want to use the analog stick, select this and you will be in your window will be changed. So what I added here is the new drop down menu. As you can see, for example, if you want to change the behavior of your drone with your joystick, you want the right axis Y to be the forward, you can change it now. So let me go ahead and plug in my Xbox 360 controller. As you can see, it's connected. Let's go ahead and resize the window so we can see everything. So now if I press the left key upwards, it's gonna accelerate, and if I move the left on the axis thumbstick to the left and right, it's gonna go left, right, forward, and that's it. So if my joystick is kinda wobbly, so don't worry. So if I rotate the x-axis, thumbstick on the x-axis, it's gonna rotate, and if I move it up or down, it's gonna hover up or down. So now what you can do is you can change that. You can say your left X analog stick to be the rotation, left Y to be the upward downward motion, right analog stick axis to the sideward movement, and the right analog Y to be the forward, like on the real drone controller. So if I hit play, I will be moving the right thumbstick upwards, and as you can see, it all works. And that's that. That's the little intro, and now I will go over the settings a little bit of the input settings. If you have a kind of older version joystick that doesn't when you move your thumbstick, it stays in a little bit that position, you might want to change the dead property of your analog stick to something bigger, like 0.1, so that it starts catching at that position from the axis original movement. So if your axis in the default position, it's in 0, 0, but if you move it upwards, it's gonna be 0 on the x-axis and 1 on the y-axis. So you want it to be dead until you move this dead position value. So once you move your joystick above that, it's gonna register a movement there and it's gonna start moving. So as you can see, if I have my joystick idle, but my thumbsticks are not perfectly centralized, I mean it's kind of all joystick, it's gonna have unwanted behavior and I'm not pressing any keys. So but if I go ahead and change these to something like 0.1, this one. If I hit play and my joystick is idle, if I move upwards it's gonna stop because my drone is not getting the data input from my joystick because it's in neutral position. And that's that for today's video. Hope it helps.